petrol pumps. The biggest risk for New Delhi involves a major shift in how China buys its energy. Currently, China is the main buyer of Iranian oil, taking in about 1.5 million barrels a day. This discounted oil keeps the global market stable by stopping China from competing for the same oil that India buys from other places. However, if the United States offers major trade deals or lowers taxes in exchange for China cutting off Iran completely, the impact on India could be disastrous. If Beijing stops buying from Iran to please the United States, it will immediately move to the Russian and
national demand, arrest NEET cheats. Exams scrapped, 2 million students stuck. Biggest betrayal of India's future. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. TVS iQube, India's favorite family EV.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
कोई ग्लोबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं है, इट्स अ टेरर मशीन।
अगर हम टेररिस्ट होते तो टेररिस्ट हमें क्यों मारते?
आरएसएस ने बाबरी मस्जिद तोड़ी और आरएसएस वायलेंट है।
वो तब गिरा जब इस देश के बहुसंख्यक समाज का विश्वास टूट गया।
आप लोगों ने तो देश चलाने का दावा किया है, लेकिन आप लोगों का ना कोई हिसाब है ना कोई किताब।
ये चोट निशान छोड़ेगी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड।
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से। MTH का जल जीरा, जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
ये सब आप इसलिए कर रहे हैं ना सर, ताकि आप अपने आरएसएस को बचा सके। वैसे भी आप आरएसएस के भोपोई तो है। आरएसएस का सच है मेरी थीसिस, जो सालों से छुपाया गया है। But I am going to unmask the truth.
क्लास अब शुरू होगी because the professor is here.
ये जो भी हो रहा है, ये injustice, ये conspiracies, ये manipulation, अगर आप इसको terrorism नहीं कहेंगे तो फिर किसको कहेंगे? ये है मेरा आखिरी सवाल. This is my last question to you.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ, स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ।
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
अरे ये डिबेट विबेट बाहर की सोच है विकी। डिबेट यानी विवाद, भारत विवाद नहीं, संवाद यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्कशन, इसमें भरोसा लगता है।
सच नरेट नहीं करना होता, नरेटिव को सच बनाना होता है।
जब भी भगवे की ओर कोई कालिक दिखता है तो उसी स्याही से इतिहास लिखा जाता है।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा, आर प्योर मसाला।
The
This week we've seen a developing investigation into a cluster, a very unusual cluster of cases of a certain type of hantavirus.
What we do know is that the Andes virus, in previous outbreaks, there has been instances of human-to-human transmission, mainly among close contacts, either providing clinical care or people who have had close physical contact.
For the decades that scientists have known about hantavirus, they've almost always believed that
Gave bases to the United States, cheated Iran. Shielded Iran jets, cheated US. Pakistan's double game exposed. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management.
Junior insults Hindus. Vijay watches.
வெல்க தமிழ், வாழ்க தமிழ்நாடு, மக்களை பிரிக்கும் சனாதனம் நிச்சயம் ஒழிக்கப்பட வேண்டும். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Udayanidhi wants Sanatan eradicated. Defeated DMK attacks Sanatan Dharma. Debating tonight at 8:40 p.m.
Presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management.
National demand, arrest NEET cheats. Exams scrapped, 2 million students stuck. Biggest betrayal of India's future. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. TVS iQube, India's favorite family EV.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On the show tonight, it's been found out that Pakistan was double-crossing Donald Trump. We'll tell you how that happened. At 8:40 p.m. tonight, why did Vijay keep quiet in the assembly? when Udayanidhi Stalin once again asked for the end of Sanatan Dharma. And at 9 o'clock tonight, what the hell is happening with the NEET examination? Why are 2.3 lakh students being made to go through hell? We'll ask why. And ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is a country of double crossers. They are people who cannot be trusted. They're a country of cheats. They are inherently double agents. They like to lie, they like to cheat. And now we have proof, and here's the picture. I'm going to talk more about it. This is a picture, don't zoom in, because what this picture shows is an Iranian plane parked during the war with America on Pakistani soil. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. There is an article in CBS which says that this is among many planes of the Iranian Air Force that Pakistan allowed to park on its airfields. While saying it's a mediator, it's a mediator, it's a mediator, it's neutral, and telling the Americans, oh, we are with you, telling the Saudis, we are with you, telling the UAE, we are with you, telling the Saudis, we have a defense pact to protect you. But these cheat Pakistanis, these double-crosser, double-agent Pakistanis, did not tell the Saudis, we're taking money from you to provide defense to you, and then telling your enemy to happily park its warplanes on our soil. So these cheats, ladies and gentlemen, allowed multiple Iranian Air Force aircraft to land and park in a place that we had bombed. It's called, you'll remember, Noor Khan, which according to CBS, and we all know, is a strategically important military installation just outside the Pakistani garrison city of Rawalpindi. So these double-crosser Pakistanis, taking money from the Americans, taking money from the Saudis, saying we are mediators, and then telling the Iranians, oh, we are on your side too. We are going to let all your planes park right in Rawalpindi. And there you see pictures of the foolish J.D. Vance, Vice President to the even more foolish Donald Trump, having Islamabad talks without realizing that this cheat double-crosser of a country, Pakistan, has parked Iranian Air Force planes 30 kilometers from where these talks are happening. Oh, I feel so bad for the Americans. They think they're so smart, but they are not. Ladies and gentlemen, the Americans were also operating in Pakistan. I have papers to prove, and it's all with me. I have papers to prove. Here it is. The full list. I have the full list now. Don't tell me how I got it. I have the entire list of 11 American planes starting from 21st of February right up till 30th of April 2026, taking off from Gwadar, Islamabad, Karachi, and Quetta. So all these planes, American planes, were operating in Pakistan. And we also have, and by the way, I'm happy to share with you, we have scrutinized, we at the Republic Media Network have scrutinized a lot of data before putting this out before you. Satellite images of Chinese satellites prove that Iranian Air Force RC-130, a reconnaissance and intelligence gathering variant of the Lockheed C-30 Hercules tactical transport aircraft, was in Pakistan at the Noor Khan Air Base. Ladies and gentlemen, imagery shared by the sanctioned Chinese firm Mizar Vision shows a C-130 at the Noor Khan Air Base. That's why I feel, Donald Trump, you've been destroyed by the Pakistanis. Donald Trump, you're really foolish. You're really gullible. You're not smart. And you better tell the world how foolish you are. Because parking lot for Iranian Air Force planes is Pakistan. Parking lot for American Air Force planes is Pakistan. And this is the same country that goes to him and says, see, Mr. Trump, look into my briefcase. I'm going to get you rare earth minerals. And Donald Trump goes slurp, 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 slurp. Starts smacking his lips at the prospect of making a little bit more money, which is all that Donald Trump wants to do. He wants to be Mr. Moneybags for the American government. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, never forget, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll show you a clip soon, this double-crossing country is also the same country that not far from Rawalpindi in Abbottabad gave 5-star treatment to Osama bin Laden and told him, don't worry, you and your entire family will be happy right next to a Pakistani army cantonment. And the Americans at that point of time never realized that Musharraf was lying when he said this. Musharraf was lying when he said this. Listen to this.
Mr. President, do you believe bin Laden is in the Northwest frontier? And if so, after 9 years, why is he still on the loose?
My guess will be as bad as your guess. I don't know. And that's the honest fact. And I never knew in those 8 years.
I never knew where Osama bin Laden was while he was sending, ladies and gentlemen, truckloads of biryani into his house. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make a comment about the Pakistanis. They are really slimy. They also try to walk up, go step to step with the Chinese, land up at Chinese army parades right next to Kim Jong-un to prove their loyalty to China. The Chinese know they are cheats. Ladies and gentlemen, they offer bases to America and rare earths to Donald Trump. Then they want to do crypto deals with Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law, and the crypto boys because they know Donald Trump can easily be bribed. Easily be bribed. He's eminently bribable, ladies and gentlemen. And now, once again, therefore, look at the picture of the Iranian Air Force plane on Pakistani soil during the war. And I want to tell you, if anyone's watching this in the US, don't presume Donald Trump doesn't know. Don't presume Donald Trump has not cheated the American people. How can Donald Trump not know? Maybe Donald Trump has done one big drama. Maybe he knows that the Iranians have parked their planes in Rawalpindi. I suspect he knows. But of course, his family has been given a little bit of crypto money. So he's going to remain quiet. So when Lindsey Graham now starts putting out tweets, see what is going on between these two people. Can you listen? They've got a secret deal going. Shehbaz Sharif is essentially telling Donald Trump, I'm going to play on all sides. And Donald Trump, I think, is saying, play all sides as long as you keep paying me. Ladies and gentlemen, could the White House have double-crossed the people of America? And Lindsey Graham now says, I'm shocked. We must reevaluate the role Pakistan is playing as mediator between Iran and the United States. No, Mr. Graham, don't lie. You knew about it because your boss, Donald Trump, knows about it. Is the CIA so absolutely incompetent that it does not know that Iranian Air Force planes are on Rawalpindi? Absolutely. I refuse to believe that. I truly have begun to believe that there is a group of Americans who are not being honest with their own people while remaining in power. And I believe if Pakistan has double-crossed America, is it possible that somebody in the American establishment, maybe Donald Trump himself, has double-crossed America? Who knows? Who knows? In case that's not true, then Donald Trump gather a spine, stand up straight, and tell the Pakistanis off in a way they deserve to be told. If you don't do that, the suspicion is on you, Donald Trump, on you. Let's debate.
Trump calls Asim Munir a great general.
Prime Minister Sharif of Pakistan And also, I have to say, my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here, but there you go. Thank you very much.
He has in fact called him a great friend, but the reality is far from that. Mediator or double agent? With Pakistan, one can never tell. The US has proven that Islamabad is far from a neutral mediator. Pakistan harbored Iranian military assets, offering their airbase as a parking spot. This included military aircraft, intelligence-gathering planes, and various defense assets. US Senator Lindsey Graham has alleged that Pakistan shielded Iranian military assets during West Asia conflict, including their military aircraft, their surveillance and intelligence aircraft. Now, this puts pressure on Pakistan, that has denied these allegations and continues to front itself as a neutral mediator between the warring sides. This is not the first time that Pakistan's neutrality is under scrutiny. Israel, one of the warring sides, questioned Pakistan's objectivity. 2 failed rounds of truce talks, each mediated by Islamabad, and now proof of its double agent foul play.
These Pakistanis to do something which they can't. We can never expect Pakistanis to be honest. They are cheats, double crosses. I actually feel bad for the Americans because they've been cheated by Donald Trump, who obviously knew about this, General Bakshi. The CIA, Donald Trump, Americans knew about this general. How can Donald Trump not know that Iranian planes are parked right next to American planes in Noor Khan Air Base? The American army, the military, the CIA knew. The American people, Matthew, Sierra, have been cheated by their own government. How can Americans not know when the Iranian planes are parked right next to American planes outside Rawalpindi? You got to be crazy. I mean, this is collective cheating. Right? And I really feel bad for the American people, General Bakshi, who've been cheated all along. They've been cheated by Donald Trump. They've been cheated by the CIA. They've been cheated by the Pakistanis. General Bakshi, could Trump not know that this was going on?
CBS has come up with a fake news and everybody is just buying it.
All right, all right. General Bakshi's turn, please.
Arnab,
yes,
the levels of duplicity exhibited by the Pakistani state,
yes,
they cross new levels of credibility every day.
Yeah.
It's not too long ago, Arnab, that we got the news that when Pervez Musharraf was telling the Americans that song and dance story that Osama bin Laden was in a cave in Tora Bora undergoing kidney dialysis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
he was
I remember
parked in 800 meters from the Pakistani military academy, Kabul, in a 4-story mansion with 3 of his wives.
3 wives.
3 of his wives.
3 wives.
Right? He was being very well looked after. And they expressed total disbelief that they did not know he was there. You just showed, Pervez Musharraf saying that with a straight face. So I wouldn't be surprised at any level of duplicity that Pakistan engages in. There are reports that Chinese goods are being offloaded at the Gwadar port, taken on 5 truck routes and being sent to Iran. Vice versa, on the reverse direction.
No, but could Trump not know? My question is more pointed, sir. I have a picture of a plane. Can I show the picture of the plane again? I'll show it on air. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a look. This is a Chinese-made IL-76 plane of the Iranian Air Force, which is parked, as you can see, in the Air Force base of Noor Khan, which is
If you can send
just
me this
outside
picture,
Rawalpindi.
I can simply edit
Just outside
I can
Rawalpindi.
simply edit that.
American one just
I think in
just
today's
outside
world, if you're
just
showing,
outside
if you're showing
Rawalpindi.
these
Do you
kind of
see that? Do you
pictures
see
as
that, Saurabh?
evidence,
It's
this
just
is
outside
naive of
Rawalpindi.
you.
These
In fact,
Pakistanis are such
now
cheats.
they obviously are trying to deny it.
Such cheats,
the fact is that Pakistan is the epicenter of global terrorism. They were shielding terrorist Iran's defense assets at the time, and that too at a nuclear sensitive airport. Noor Khan base is one of their sensitive nuclear installations. They knew very well that that will never be attacked by Americans or Israelis ever, so that's the reason why they chose this nuclear sensitive Noor Khan base.
How cheap?
They are fooling the world. I'm glad this has come out, and my friend Jennifer has exposed it at the CBS. This report should now wake up a lot of people, the backers of Pakistanis here in Washington, D.C., and I am told that the White House is having a serious introspection, and Qataris are now negotiating behind the scenes. This is what is the information coming to me. I cannot say whether they knew or not, but what I can tell you that Pakistani's duplicity has been exposed once again as a country which has been the epicenter of terrorism.
No, the thing is, I hope some Americans are watching this program and are beginning to ask questions of two people: Donald Trump, the CIA, which reports to him, and the Pakistanis. Now, you see, sir, U.S. Central Command is telling, U.S. Central Command has not denied this. Matthew Wadham, the American Army, why are you getting excited? I'm going to come to you in a minute. I have to deal with you.
Yeah, because you're not coming to me and I have to reply a bunch of lies which you are speaking.
Well, there's a plane / planes of the Iranian Air Force. What
does it suggest that it is from the Iranian Air Force?
Yes.
What does it suggest you? What evidence that you have? And do you know that Pakistan has a Squadron 6 of its own of PAF that is having C-130 since 1960s? If we already having C-130s Hercules, it means it could be one of them. If it is really the Hercules, the one that you are showing on the screen.
I just want to say this to you. I just want to say this to you, sir. A minute, please. A minute, please. Please know, I have data. Starting from I have 12 videos I'm putting out now, so that you cheats should be exposed. I'm going to start putting out 12 videos, ladies and gentlemen. Visuals should be on the screen. You see, viewers, we have a responsibility to put the truth out. We are putting out 12, not one, not two, but 12 videos.
How much responsible you are. Everyone knows how much responsible you are. So stop fooling your people.
Well, I have videos of a lot of...
Show those videos, Arnab.
It's on air.
You also claimed
it's on air, you little boy.
ISI officers have ordered
it's
at
on
the
air.
floor of Sarina, Kabul.
It's on air. Hayat Khan having a little...
You have a very good track record of this.
I have a very good track record because we are the biggest news network in Asia.
We better know your track record, Arnab. You know what you are trying to say? You are actually trying to say that Pakistan has parked an Iranian plane at the Noor Khan Air Base where Pakistan hosted US Vice President.
Yes.
His plane also landed there.
Yes, and you are the same. You are the same bunch of cheats who kept Osama bin Laden in Abbottabad and denied even knowing who the hell he is. You guys lie with a straight face. We know you. We Indians know you because we regularly give you a tight slap. We put you in your place and we have dealt with you. So we treat you like errant kids. But now you are trying to play the double-crossing game with the US. And whatever Republic is putting out, I want to say, even CBS is putting out. Now tell me I'm on a hotline with CBS. Why is CBS saying the same thing that I'm saying? And I'm saying the same thing that CBS is saying. I have videos. And I also have videos.
Show those videos. I challenge you. If you have any video, just show those videos.
I have the exact time. I have the exact time of the takeoff from Jacobabad.
Show those videos if you have balls.
First of all, watch your language, you little boy. Okay?
This is the language.
Control
This
your
is the
language.
only language you
You're like
understand.
a street urchin
This is the
from
only
Karachi.
language you understand.
You have the language of a street
And
urchin from
I better know how to
Karachi.
deal with people like you. I better know how to
You
deal
radical
with people
Islamist,
like you.
terrorist supporter.
I better know how to deal with people like you, Arnab.
Well, go to the gym first. My question to straight now.
तुमने बहन का रिश्ता देना है मुझे.
Now my
Why
question
should I
is, don't use that foul language. I'll give you such a tight slap you'll understand. And take off that wig when you're talking to me. Take it off. Be like Raja. Take it off. Take off your wig. Now the question is, I'd like to ask on a serious note that this raises very important questions because the Iranian planes, Raja, and I'd like to get Sierra on this, is the Iranian Air Force RC-130. Importantly, Sierra, as you know, this is a reconnaissance and intelligence gathering variant of the Lockheed C-130. US Central Command is not denying this to CBS. US Central Command is saying, why don't you ask the Pakistanis? Which means Americans know.
Well, first, Arnab, I just want to say, Pakistan utterly failed at these negotiations very publicly. And when we are shopping around for places to do these negotiations, I think Trump and the team had in mind that they were probably going to fail. So that's a very limited pool of people who are willing to fail so publicly. Pakistan double-crossing us is another matter entirely. And what they have done, as you've pointed out, America makes these kind of calculations in the Middle East, and we see it very often where we mistake people, saying they want to align with us when really there's all these sort of infightings between these terrorist countries, and they're always just trying to gain the upper hand on each other, and they like to use America to do that when it's convenient for them. So I do believe the CIA made a mistake here, and I think that Pakistan has made a very grave mistake because they have now reminded the American people that they hid Osama bin Laden, that they lied about it, and they are now lying about hiding terrorist assets again. And the American people, you bring up 9/11 and you're going to get an unhappy response.
Sarah, I don't think that you're a baby boomer because only the baby boomers can be made fool with these kind of evidences. Please prove me that you're not a baby boomer. And first of all, how did Pakistan, I have a question for you. How did Pakistan fail? Well, since 8th of April, there is a ceasefire going on between both US and Iran, and the whole credit goes to Pakistan for it. How can you say that Pakistan has failed to mediate the negotiations?
The Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs, for your kind information.
What kind of content you're going through?
Listen.
Well, I'm not here to answer to the Pakistanis, but I will say that it's a very public failure.
You are given. Sarah, let me tell you, you are given
about the terrorist supporters that are inside Pakistan, and that is going to come back around.
This is very important.
The American people are
1 minute, Raja, why are you shouting?
When you are facing the right questions, you don't have answers.
Raja, I need to remind you. Please understand, Raja, that presently you are on a network that reaches millions of people. It is Asia's largest news network. And you're being watched. And the terrible language Pakistanis use are also being watched. Now, General Bakshi, the Pakistanis are not denying that there are Iranian planes.
We do deny. Our foreign ministry has
They are not denying. No, they are not denying. No, this is the important part. This badly behaved street urchin from Karachi called Haider Hayat Khan is denying.
Asif Munir has had an old connection with IRGC and Kurds Force. These are the same Iranians who handed over one Indian officer from Iran to Pakistan. They've had an old relationship, and I'm sure General Bakshi will bear with me on that. Asif Munir has had an old relationship with IRGC. That is the reason with the Iranian IRGC, he has been in hand and glove.
This guy is a mouthpiece of Raw, and you keep on bringing him on the screen.
Who is a mouthpiece
just with
of
the fake
Raw?
narratives. He's sitting in Washington right now, and he's speaking from there.
How dare you make...
Saurabh Shukla is an extremely experienced, and he's the chief consulting editor of the Republic Media Network. He's the founder of News Mobile. So watch your words. Watch your words, young man.
Allegations ever. Unlike you guys who are ISI mouthpieces, we are patriotic. I am somebody who values democratic relationship, and I am against terrorism, not terrorists like you guys are. That's what you do all the time. You are a
now General Bakshi.
Now, General Bakshi. You are nothing more than a Yadav or Mehta.
Okay, now may I General Bakshi, first of all, before I come to you, Matthew, you realize how grim the situation is. Trump has to explain how this happened, because otherwise fingers will be pointed at him, because this is an Iranian plane. It is currently parked in Pakistan as well, right? And the Pakistanis are saying this is normal plane. Why is it there? It is there in case the talks required Iranian military planes to be used, which means, Matthew, they are not denying that Iranian military planes are presently parked in the Noor Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi, which makes the matter even more serious, Matthew.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I would never believe anything Pakistan said, no matter what. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the CBS News report saying that there are Iranian aircraft at Pakistani.
Where is he on air, please, directors? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please. Yeah, Matthew, let Matthew
so
speak.
It's not surprising, and I don't know why the Trump administration has been trusting Pakistan so much. It's a very disreputable country with, and it's very shady, and they're always dishonest. So I don't know how Trump got suckered into dealing with Pakistan. I think that Iran insisted on it, and Iran doesn't have any friends left in the region, and it was probably the only Muslim country that it hasn't attacked and that was still on somewhat friendly terms with Iran, and that's probably why it was shepherding the negotiations. But, you know, if the report from CBS News is correct, then this is a huge betrayal of the United States, and it shows that Pakistan is not even-handed and is not.
I think I know the reason.
Matthew, thank you very much for saying if the report is correct, which is not.
There's no doubt about the report.
It's just mainly created on the basis of speculation.
I want to ask you one thing. General Bakshi, I think I know the reason why it's not a question of whether, but why the Pakistanis double-crossed America. I think the reason is because Pakistan is also equally reliant on China for military assistance. China supplies 80% of Pakistan's arms, 80%. And China also holds a lot of economic clout over Pakistan. So perhaps the Pakistanis were playing the Chinese side sometimes while pretending to be on the American side on most occasions, which also means one of the reasons for the American losses and what people call the strategic defeat of America in Iran was Pakistan's subtle support to the Chinese/Iranians while misleading the Americans. This could be one of the most dangerous games any country has played. General Bakshi.
You know, Arnab, the simple fact of the matter is that China, as you very rightly pointed out, supplies over 81% of the military, high-grade military equipment of the Pakistan Army, Navy, Air Force. It has given them $80 billion worth of loans. It has spent about $66 billion on the Pakistan-China economic corridor. And without, batting an eyelid, Field Marshal Asim Munir goes and jumps into the lap of Donald Trump. He goes to him to bail him out with a so-called ceasefire, get him a ceasefire from India. And quite obviously the Chinese were shocked. They said, you didn't even tell us. You know, but now China has seen through this country and it is twisting its tail. I'm sorry, it is twisting its tail to make it perform. When you have too many masters, Arnab, this is precisely what happens. You have to kowtow to the Saudis because they are giving you $5 billion. You have to kowtow to the Americans. You have to suck up to the Chinese. This is precisely what's going to happen.
Sir,
you can't please
I have
everyone.
a reply for you.
And you will
Pakistan
get caught.
and China, they have always enjoyed a beautiful relationship throughout. And if you're talking about that it is just a transactional relation between Pakistan and China, this is utterly wrong. Why? Because I believe Pakistan and China since the day.
There you are. I hope the Americans are watching this.
They have always maintained relations.
You run a global supermarket of terrorism. That's what your country is, and that's what has been exposed. I'm glad it has been exposed you because that's what the world needs to know.
We are talking something.
Raja, give yourself a break. Let me reply to what you have said.
Sir Bakshi.
One minute.
Got you. That is precisely what I'm saying. You have a cozy relationship with the Chinese. You have a relationship with the Americans. You have it with Iran. I'm afraid they are fighting a war.
We were allies.
I'm afraid these countries are fighting a damn war, man. And you can't run with the hare and hunt with the hound.
Yeah. Which they have done here. You see,
I know Pakistan.
I wish to give one more example of this.
The Chinese tell you
they're double-crosser Pakistanis. Either Hayat, first of all, don't speak like a dhaba wala from Lahore. Listen to me. I'm talking to you. Yeah, one second. What now? Listen to me. Listen to me. You Karachi street urchin. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm behaving myself. You're behaving badly. I'm giving it back to you. You know, every time the Pakistanis behave badly, we hit you back 10 times as hard. Remember how powerful and strong we are? I'll get it to you again, right? Now, one point to you. Now, my question is, see. First of all, Haider, chill, man. On the 22nd of April 2026, Haider, Iranian state television did a program. They said Pakistan is playing a quote-unquote double game. And Iranian state television said that Islamabad is publicly aligned with the United States. But privately, we are the ones who have an engagement with them.
I don't know.
Iranian state television did a program saying that you are double-crossers, you are with them and pretending to be with America. Yes, Haider, let me hear his shouting.
Like this, show me the clips. You earlier claimed that you have videos of Iranian planes parked at the Noor Khan airbase. Show those videos as well. And the videos, the claim which you have made just now that Iranian state television has claimed that Pakistan is playing a double role. Just show me those clips. I challenge you. You are lying. You are fooling Indians. And I challenge you, if you have any clip, just show those clips.
If you stop shouting, I'll say something to you. But if you shout, if you shout like a badly behaved Rawalpindi boy, then I will give it back to you. Now listen to me. Understand this platform you are on. You're not some cable network in Karachi. You're on Republic Television. Behave yourself, Haider.
I know, and that's why
I'm yeah, that's right. Now listen to me, Haider. Who said the following words? Who said the following words? Who said the following words? The United States has foolishly given Pakistan more than $33 billion over the last 15 years. And they are liars. They have given us nothing but lies and deceit. Thinking that Americans are fools. This country gives a safe haven to terrorists. While we hunt the terrorists in Afghanistan, no more. We shall give these cheats and liars in Pakistan no more. Who said that? Those were the words, Sierra, of a man called Donald Trump on January 1st, 2018.
Well, you know, the hunt for terrorism and the need to defend against Islamic terrorism is actually why President Trump is operating in Iran. And if you look at the way that he's operating in Iran, But just quickly, if you look at the way that he's operated in Iran, he drew out the Iranians by sending the Navy, the U.S. Navy boats across the strait. And he drew them out, and then he struck them.
As a well-wisher of America, I want to ask you,
and this is
as a genuine well-wisher of America, I want to ask you why oh why?
We need to
why are you doing any business with this? With these Pakistanis who operate with... What are you doing with them? They are making fools of you. Asli taklif. Please speak properly. Learn to pronounce words well. Don't give me that Lahori accent. Yeah. Please, you're too crass, man. I mean, I don't know what to do with you either. You're with educated, refined people on a program. You have to show your real background here.
Actually, मुझे आप नजर आ रहे हो.
Now, Saurabh,
because this is the only language you understand.
Saurabh, what should be done now?
जितनी इनकी strategic sense है,
yes.
इनकी उर्दू भी इनकी आपको उर्दू की तालीम की भी बहुत जरूरत है जनाब. जितनी आपको strategic तालीम की जरूरत है, तो आप हर चीज में फेल हैं.
नहीं इनको पता नहीं है. लखनवी अंदाज इनको समझ में नहीं आती है. इधर कराची स्ट्रीट अर्चिन फिर चिल्ला रहे.
आप पहले जाके अपनों को तो सिखा ले जिनकी असम राइफल्स के कैंप के ऊपर मणिपुर वालों ने कब्जा कर लिया.
General Bakshi, how will Saudi respond to this? Because Pakistan had signed a defense pact with Saudi Arabia, but they were parking Iranian planes.
I wanted to reply, Sarah.
1 minute. I'm asking General Bakshi. General Bakshi, the missiles and drones and planes that of Iran that were parked on Pakistani soil were used to attack Saudi Arabia, a country with whom Pakistan has signed a defense agreement. Will the Saudis not ask questions now?
Most certainly, Arnab. First of all, it was the United Arab Emirates that was asking questions to Pakistan. They demanded that they return $3.5 billion worth of their loan right up and back. They wanted their money back. So they went to Saudi Arabia, Arnab, to plead for $5 billion so that they could return the loan of United Arab Emirates and yet have some leftovers to, scrounge through this crisis. And then, the Saudis demanded their pound of flesh. They asked them for 13,000 troops and about 20 F-16 oblique JF-17 fighter jets to be located in Riyadh. They had to comply prompto. And you should have seen the speed with which they complied.
Yes, Raja.
I'm just waiting for the Saudi reaction to emerge in response to these aircraft whose visuals are shown to the whole world, whole wide world.
You very well know that any request in bilateral defense deals, it takes 6 months of time at least.
I think I would also request the American people to start questioning Donald Trump because he could be playing a dangerous game as well. It's impossible he and the American intelligence agencies don't know. That's one big story, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I thank the guests there tonight. To my second focus, and from Tamil Nadu, where unbelievably on the floor of the State Assembly, the anti-Hindu Udayanidhi Stalin openly asked once again for the eradication of Sanatan Dharma. He said that Vijay of the TVK, the new chief minister, and he should work together to abolish Hinduism. I really am amazed that Vijay did not give a fitting response. That itself is suspicious. Let's debate.
DMK ousted from power, rejected by people, but the arrogance remains. From the opposition fences, Udayanidhi Stalin returns to the same old playbook. Attack Sanatan, divide and provoke, hiding behind legislative immunity. Udayanidhi Stalin again calls for eradication of Sanatan Dharma, while the newly elected Chief Minister Vijay looks on.
இயக்க சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினருடைய ஆதரவோடு ஆட்சி அமைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய புதிய அரசிற்கும் மாண்பு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை நான் மீண்டும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். மாண்புமிகு பேரவைத் தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கும் பேரவை துணைத் தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய நன்றி. உங்களுடைய பணிகள் சிறக்கட்டும். மீண்டும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். வெல்க தமிழ், வாழ்க தமிழ்நாடு. மக்களை பிரிக்கும் சனாதனம் நிச்சயம் ஒழிக்கப்பட வேண்டும். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
No pushback from the treasury benches, only silence inside the house. This is a political template, from equating Sanatan to malaria, dengue, to openly demanding its eradication. DMK's attacks on Hindu faith are not new.
இந்த மாநாட்டுடைய தலைப்பே மிகவும் சிறப்பாக அமைந்திருக்கின்றது. சனாதன எதிர்ப்பு மாநாடு என்று போடாமல் சனாதன ஒழிப்பு மாநாடு என்றும் நீங்கள் இதை போட்டிருக்கிறீர்கள், இதை அழைத்திருக்கிறீர்கள், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு பெயரிட்டீர்கள். அதற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். சிலவற்றை நாம் ஒழிக்கத்தான் வேண்டும், எதிர்க்க முடியாது. கொசு, டெங்கு காய்ச்சல், மலேரியா, கொரோனா இதையெல்லாம் நம்ம எதிர்க்கக்கூடாது, ஒழித்து கட்ட வேண்டும். அப்படிதான் இந்த சனாதனம். சனாதனம் என்பதை எதிர்ப்பதை விட ஒழிப்பதே நாம் செய்ய வேண்டிய முதல் காரியமாகும்.
भाइयों बहनों, तमिलनाडु में हिंदू आस्था के, हिंदुओं के विश्वास के अपमान का सिलसिला इन्होंने चलाकर रखा है। तमिलनाडु में अयोध्या राम मंदिर भूमि पूजन के वक्त अघोषित कर्फ्यू लगाया जाता है। उनके वरिष्ठ नेता सनातन धर्म को डेंगू और मलेरिया बताते हैं। मैं स्टालिन जी को कहना चाहता हूं, हमारे संविधान की मर्यादाओं को आपने हिंदू समाज पर अत्याचार कर तोड़ने का काम किया है।
BJP hits back, describing Udayanidhi as Rahul Gandhi of Tamil Nadu.
So even after losing the Tamil Nadu elections, Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin is once again back to what he does best, Sanatan hatred, Sanatan insult. And he has said that Sanatan should be exterminated, this time in the assembly. Last time he said this, Supreme Court called it a hate speech. Stalin did not take any action, in fact promoted him as deputy CM. Congress was with him, never condemned it. And despite losing the elections, despite having an anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan worldview, now there is no learning that he has taken from the election. He's continuing with his Sanatan abuse and insult even now. And this shows the mindset. But Sanatan ko dena gali, that has become their pranali. Sanatan ka apman for vote bank ki dukan has become their only pehchan. People of India and Tamil Nadu will not forgive them.
Tamil Nadu's mandate was clear. A big no to DMK. A big no to culture wars. But the DMK stirs again the Dravidian versus Sanatan debate to remain relevant.
YG Madhuvanti Pullarao, Dushyant Sridhar and Harish Mohammad Ibrahim. Now, Mr. Mohammad Ibrahim, by making this claim of anti-Hinduism, your leader got thrown out and rejected by the people of Tamil Nadu who are devoutly Hindu. But he doesn't understand. He doesn't seem to, he mentions the thing again. What did he get out of it? He destroyed his party. I can tell you one thing, Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, that anyone who is anti-Hindu can never be power for long in Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu is a devoutly Hindu state. Why did Udayanidhi make this comment again today?
Can I answer?
Yes.
Yeah. What Mr. Udayanidhi is saying is shouldn't be any kind of inequality, is what their understanding of Sanatan Dharma, because the Varnashramam has a 4 different classification, which directly going for a caste hierarchy. Whether it is in Islam, whether it is in Christianity, whether it is in Hindu religion, we oppose in the
Why does he want Hinduism to be eradicated? He doesn't want Islam to be eradicated. He wants Hinduism to be eradicated. Should I give you a list of the social evils that emanate from a wrong application of Islam? Should I tell you
Let us
about things
debate
like
about it.
triple
Whenever there is
talaq,
any kind of oppression
nikah
for the human
halala,
being, whether be it in Islam, whether be it in
sartan se
Christianity,
juda,
whether be it in
sartan se juda.
any religion for that matter.
Should I tell
should
you?
be
No, but he talks about the Dushyant, it was a pointed remark. Can I have the visuals
for
again?
saying that
It was a
if the
pointed
DMK is
remark
losing
of a
power,
person who is
then
unrepentant.
they will go out and say again and again, and winning and losing is part and parcel of any functional democracy. But we want to make sure these kind of inequality shouldn't prevail in any religion. It is not only
But
with
he
Hinduism,
doesn't talk
whether
about
it is
Islam.
Christianity, whether it is
He doesn't
Islam.
talk about
You
Islam.
call me- you
I'm
call
actually
me, I will come
surprised.
along with you,
I am
Mr.
surprised,
Arnab
Dushyant. I'm surprised that Vijay did not give him a harsh response. He just kept quiet, staring at him.
And he's a testament to how the social justice
Namaskar,
over here.
I heard you patiently. I saw the prologue to the program and I heard Mr. Harish patiently. Two very things. Their definition, which says that caste hierarchy, Brahminical patriarchy, all this is Sanatana Dharma, is broken in the very conference that you played in your prologue, Arnab, in 2023, when the conference was held under the benign blessings of the then minister, Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin. After he made such obnoxious remark about Sanatana Dharma, just a second after he spoke, Veeramani, the Dravidian ideologue, spoke. He said, the audience present here, please be careful. Sanatana Dharma is equal to Hinduism. So they can't put a veil to themselves and say, oh, Sanatana Dharma is different and Hinduism is different. You won't believe, Arnab, we have been highlighting the atrocities that have happened to Hindus over many decades in West Bengal. If there were a person to research on the atrocities that are committed on Hindu and Hindu beliefs in Tamil Nadu for the last 60 years, you could do a dissertation in itself. The Chief Minister has never wished for Ramanavami, for Deepavali, for Krishna Jayanti, for Vinayaka Chaturthi. He says this is not our festival. He'll wish for Christmas. There were chappal malas thrown on Rama. Ganesha idols were broken. And in 2002, Karunanidhi, the then Chief Minister, said that Hindus are thieves. You can go check. If I am wrong, I stand corrected. But he said Hindus are thieves. This person says Sanatana Dharma is equal to Hinduism. And then the beauty about Sanatana Dharma, which is equal to Hinduism, is Arnab. Mohammad Harish can make such reformational statements about Hinduism and can still be sure that his head is attached to the torso. If the debate were the other way around, where somebody made a remark on Islam and a Hindu participated, the person wouldn't be alive for the next debate. And the last of all the points, so just one quick point.
You are threatening my heads will be rolling on.
See, this is how he reacts. He doesn't understand simple English that is bereft of grammatical errors. Probably he needs a person who has
he understands. He's trying to avoid the subject.
Not understanding the basic
which are vocabulary based, then to come up with these statements. He's trying to insult Hinduism. Harish is trying to insult. He's trying to insult Madhuvanti. Madhuvanti, Hindu, you insulted by Harish. He's attacking a woman here. Harish, Mohammad Harish, right? He thinks women can be attacked. So listen patiently. All your tricks, all your nasty tricks that you are paid for will not work with me. Okay, the last point.
You can go ahead and preach whatever you want.
When Vijay, the currently elected,
if I am ready to come to the Garba seat and coming to the
just don't keep rambling. You be paid better for what
whether
you
you can make me a Brahmin tomorrow, can you answer that?
Silence him and make my last point.
Then the purpose of this
Arnab, if you
debate is
can
lost.
stop
No,
rambling.
Dushyant, please complete because I have limited time for the others.
When Vijay has been, Chief Minister has been seated in the assembly and this remark has been made, somebody should have said this remark should be expunged. This is not a remark that can be retained in the assembly.
Yes, there is one
Arnab,
BJP MLA. He should have opened his mouth. He should have opened his mouth, Mr. Dushyant. There was one.
Maybe Pillarao, he doesn't have the audacity that you have. So you agree that what
Let me have a word. One word. There's one BJP MLA. He kept quiet.
Now you believe what statement he made was wrong? You believe what statement he made was wrong?
Hindus didn't vote for this. There's no traction in Tamil Nadu.
Rambling. You're not caught in the debate to ramble. Just say the point and leave.
No traction for this.
No, I think this actually should make the people of Tamil Nadu think that, who represents Hindu interests in Tamil Nadu? Madhuvanti. Today in Tamil politics, if Vijay kept quiet, he sent a message to all Hindus.
That's exactly what I'm coming to.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm coming to, Arnabji. I think Tamil Nadu has just gone from the frying pan to the fire. Because if Udaynidhi says what he says and Mr. Joseph Vijay keeps quiet about it, then I really don't know what change we have voted
Joseph
for.
Vijay have kept quiet if comments were made about Christianity?
Absolutely not. I'll tell you something very simple. The Vande Mataram was played at the swearing-in ceremony of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Everybody started screaming on top of Mount Everest saying, how can you play the Vande Mataram before the Tamil Thai Valtu? Instantly, a TVK minister called Ada Arjuna came out with an apology saying, sorry, we will not repeat this error again. Now, for the Vande Mataram, you say it's an error, but somebody comes and the LOP has the audacity today to come onto the assembly and say we will eradicate Sanatan because it's causing divisiveness.
And nobody protested, but why did Vijay keep quiet?
Nobody wants to answer that question.
Why did Vijay keep quiet?
Let me have a... There's no traction for this issue.
Testament for that own Sanatan Dharma. He was a testament for
this
that.
Issue has no legs.
Sitting testament
this
for
issue
that.
has no legs.
What testament?
This issue has no legs.
What testament?
It's a dead issue.
What testament? Yeah, Vijay follows the testament. I know. What testament?
Madhuvanti madam, he is a sitting testament
yes,
for that.
Mr. Mohammed, tell me, what testament?
Nothing.
Well, I think Vijay has been really disappointing because how does Vijay say he's secular if somebody says you must eradicate Hinduism and he just keeps looking? Very disappointing, Vijay. Very disappointing. I quarreled with the governor, and I said the governor must. I told the governor on television that you must make Vijay chief minister. You must welcome him. But Vijay today, I feel disappointed. I hope you undo this sometime in the future and not follow the DMK's example. Because if you follow the DMK's example and become anti-Hindu, you will land up where the DMK is today. Ladies and gentlemen, who's responsible for the latest NEET leak? The organizers of the exam, the government, or the whole cheating mafia? When we are back.
जब अपना कोई मूव किसी को मूव करता है ना यार, फील आ जाती है। भाई तू अपना है, तेरा सफर मुझे भी करना है। तूने प्रूव कर दिखाया यार, एनीबॉडी कैन ड्रीम। मुझे लगा मैं नहीं, पूरा का पूरा मूवमेंट चल रहा है। Breathable fabrics, awesome comfort, effortless style, Aide from the house of Arnab.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School, Bengaluru.
ये सब आप इसलिए कर रहे हैं ना सर, ताकि आप अपने आरएसएस को बचा सके। वैसे भी आप आरएसएस के भोपोई तो हैं। आरएसएस का सच है मेरी थीसिस, जो सालों से छुपाया गया है। But I am going to unmask the truth.
क्लास अब शुरू होगी, because the professor is here.
ये जो भी हो रहा है, ये injustice, ये conspiracies, ये manipulation, अगर आप इसको terrorism नहीं कहेंगे, तो फिर किसको कहेंगे? ये है मेरा आखिरी सवाल. This is my last question to you.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
अरे ये डिबेट बाहर की सोचे विकी। डिबेट यानी विवाद, भारत विवाद नहीं, संवाद यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्कशन, इसमें भरोसा रखता है।
सच नरेट नहीं करना होता, नरेटिव को सच बनाना होता है।
जब भी भगवे के ओर कोई कालिक फेंकता है, तो उसी स्याही से इतिहास लिखा जाता है।
हमें पेट्रोल डीजल का उपयोग कम करना होगा।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently issued a strong warning to the nation, asking citizens to save fuel, avoid unnecessary travel, and even work from home if possible. This urgent appeal comes because global tensions are creating a massive energy crisis that directly threatens India. India currently imports up to 90% of the crude oil it needs to survive, and more than half of that oil comes from the Middle East. But the country is currently facing a massive challenges due to the blockade caused by the US-Iran conflict. And right in the middle of this dangerous situation, an event is about to take place that could make things much worse. United States President Donald Trump is traveling to Beijing to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. While the news might focus on their discussions about trade rules, technology, or artificial intelligence, the most critical topic for India is what these two leaders will decide.
जब अपना कोई मूव किसी को मूव करता है ना यार, फील आ जाती है।
भाई तू अपना है, तेरा सफर मुझे भी करना है। तूने प्रूव कर दिखाया यार, anybody can dream.
मुझे लगा मैं नहीं, पूरा का पूरा मूवमेंट चल रहा है।
Breathable fabrics, awesome comfort, effortless style.
Aide from the House of Arvind.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
कोई ग्लोबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं है, इट्स अ टेरर मशीन।
अगर हम टेररिस्ट होते तो टेररिस्ट हमें क्यों मारते?
आरएसएस ने बाबरी मस्जिद तोड़ी और आरएसएस वायलेंट है।
वो तब गिरा जब इस देश के बहुसंख्यक समाज का विश्वास टूट गया।
आप लोगों ने तो देश चलाने का दावा किया है, लेकिन आप लोगों का ना कोई हिसाब है, ना कोई किताब।
ये चोट निशान छोड़ेगी।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड।
ये सब आप इसलिए कर रहे हैं ना सर, ताकि आप अपने आरएसएस को बचा सके। वैसे भी आप आरएसएस के भोपोई तो हैं। आरएसएस का सच है मेरी थीसिस, जो सालों से छुपाया गया है। But I am going to unmask the truth.
क्लास अब शुरू होगी, because the professor is here.
ये जो भी हो रहा है, ये injustice, ये conspiracies, ये manipulation, अगर आप इसको terrorism नहीं कहेंगे, तो फिर किसको कहेंगे? ये है मेरा आखिरी सवाल. This is my last question to you.
This week we've seen a developing investigation into a cluster of very unusual.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
It's time to make a few straight points about the NEET exam. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is going on right now? We can't carry out an exam. We keep cancelling the NEET exam, almost as if it's an unavoidable fact. Does anyone, including the government, think about the 2.3 million students, the 23 lakh students who gave the exam in 5,400 centers, and the government just says, okay, we're cancelling the exam. We're going to tell you later when we are going to carry out a fresh exam. Absolute nonsense. 23 lakh students across 5,400 centers in 551 cities, including 14 cities which are abroad. And now you say, oh, it just happened, we are sorry. I'm sorry, your sorry is not good enough. The NEET has been cancelled 4 times in 5 years. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, take that number up 4 times. And then say we are dealing with potentially 8 to 10 million students. Almost 1 crore Indians taking the exam have had this exam cancelled over the last 5 years. Absolute nonsense. Total and absolute incompetence. If they can't carry out an exam, then why do we need to have one? I feel really angry on behalf of the students. I'm told that there was a guest paper question which was put out, which means that there was a paper which possibly was leaked. And I've not been the greatest of students, but I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. having sat for medical entrance exams myself in the past, that it is impossible that the questions match in the way that they have this time. Out of 410 questions, 120 questions from the chemistry section of the exam absolutely exactly match the actual examination paper. And this is not some generalization. The question is as specific as the speed of light in a vacuum is taken as unity. If light takes 6 minutes 40 seconds to reach the earth from the sun, the distance between the sun and the earth in the new unit is 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a very specific question. It's not guesswork. I'll give you another example. The angular speed of a flywheel is increased from 600 RPM to 1200 RPM in 10 seconds. The number of revolutions completed by the flywheel during this time is 1, 2, 3, and 4. The answer being 3. 3 as in the number which is the choice answer. These are specific questions. What does this prove? This proves that the paper was leaked. It was absolutely and clear leaking of the paper. You can blame anyone. You can say there's a cheating mafia. There's a private mafia, which describes itself private mafia. You can blame maybe some corrupt students and their parents or their funders. But essentially, the government must take the responsibility. The National Testing Agency, the government which carries out this exam, must take the responsibility. By the way, when Republic investigated the root of the leak of this paper, it starts from a printing press in Nashik. Then it goes to Haryana. It reaches a doctor in Gurugram. From the doctor in Gurugram, the leaked paper goes to Jaipur. And then is transferred to Jamwa Ramgarh in Rajasthan. From there it is sent to Sikar. From Sikar it is distributed to other states, including Jammu and Kashmir, Bihar and Kerala. And the Nashik crime branch has already arrested one person. Words such as telegram groups are created, including words such as groups called private mafia. A suspected shadow server is used to bypass the NTA artificial intelligence enabled monitoring systems. So the system here is so dangerous that it can beat AI firewalls. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the kind of syndicate that operates this. They have leased internet lines. And therefore, the question is it impossible to carry out a honest and credible examination in this country? Which is why I'm asking you tonight, who do you blame? Who do you blame more for the NEET betrayal? Students have been betrayed in our country. Families have been betrayed in our country. Do you blame A, the government, the NTA? 2, do you blame the exam mafia? Because there's without doubt a sophisticated, technologically capable examination mafia. Do you blame the cheats who are responsible for this mess? Because some beneficiaries must be there who wanted to pay money to get this leaked paper in our hands. But my dear viewers, nothing has changed, and we are given promises every time. The former chairman of ISRO, the former chairman of the BOG, IIT Kanpur, submitted his report on 21st October 2024. They recommended the reformation of the National Common Entrance Testing, including strengthening of NTA, institutional linkage with states, involvement of test indenting agencies as knowledge and examination partners. I do not believe it has all been done. And if it has all been done, if the paper is being leaked yet again, then why should we say, okay, let's live with it? To the government, I would say, please understand the emotional, psychological impact on students in this country. Hard work feels wasted. Merit seems undependable. There are past leaks as well. There are mental health crises. Ladies and gentlemen, there is chaos among students in the country. There is chaos. And heads need to roll. Sooner than later, heads need to roll on this. I hope the government takes note. I hope this is not just a debate, but much more, which is why in my program tonight I'm opening the phone lines, because I empathize with the students for what they are going through. And I feel the system has been broken once again. The system should not even look broken, should not even appear broken. But I say today, the system is broken. Let's fix it. Let's debate.
I don't know what Pradhan Mantri Modi and this Dharmendra Pradhan is trying to make. They comes on pariksha pe charcha, but they won't talk after pariksha. Pariksha to leak ho raha hai. They are not talking about. They come on pariksha to charcha, but they are not taking responsibility of a free and fair examination.
NEET 2026 scrapped.
था कि हम एग्जाम के बाद भी हर इनपुट को उसी गंभीरता से लेंगे जैसे एग्जाम के पहले ले रहे थे। 7 की रात को जब ये मैसेज आया कि एक व्हाट्सएप मैसेज पे कुछ पीडीएफ फ्लोट कर रहे थे जिसमें कुछ प्रश्न मिल रहे थे, तो जब हमने उसकी जांच कराई लॉ एनफोर्समेंट एजेंसीज से, तब ये पाया गया कि कुछ प्रश्न उसमें से मैच कर रहे थे जो हमारे प्रश्न पत्र थे।
क्या आप अपनी जिम्मेदारी लेते हैं? क्या एनटीए अपनी जवाबदेही तय करेगा? अभिषेक जी, अभिषेक जी, क्या एनटीए अपनी जवाबदेही लेगा?
A multi-state link has been uncovered behind the paper leak. The paper was first leaked in Nasik, traveling all the way to Bihar, Kerala, Uttarakhand, all the way through Rajasthan, Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. The mastermind behind the paper leak has been arrested by Jaipur agencies.
आज सवेरे राजस्थान पुलिस से एक रिक्वेस्ट आई थी। नीट परीक्षा मामले में एक व्यक्ति को हिरासत में लेने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट की गई थी। अकॉर्डिंगली नासिक पुलिस क्राइम ब्रांच यूनिट 2 ने एक व्यक्ति को हिरासत में लिया है। राजस्थान पुलिस का एक पथक यहाँ पे आने वाला है इस एक्यूज को हिरासत में लेने के लिए। अकॉर्डिंगली इस एक्यूज को उनके हिरासत में दे दिया जाएगा।
However, students across the country are angry.
तो ये बहुत टफ होता है एक स्टूडेंट के लिए जब वो सुनता है कि उसे दोबारा वो पेपर देना पड़ रहा है, और अगर उसका स्कोर अच्छा भी आया होता है वो बहुत खुश होता है कि जब उसका ड्रीम फुलफिल होने वाला होता है। लेकिन अगर ऐसे स्कैम होंगे और वो भी एक एनटीए जैसी एक बहुत बड़ी एजेंसी कर रही है तो बहुत डिसअपॉइंटिंग, और हम जैसे स्टूडेंट्स का ट्रस्ट, इनफैक्ट हमारे पेरेंट्स का भी ट्रस्ट टूट जाएगा।
Meanwhile, politics have erupted over the paper leak.
क्या हुआ? वो कानून बनाया आपने पार्लियामेंट में, सजा दे देंगे, फुला कर देंगे, ऐसा कर देंगे। पेपर कैसा लीक हो गया भाई? और कहाँ गया प्रधानमंत्री का वो मन की बात? बच्चों को बोल रहे थे कि टेंशन मत लो। अब वो बच्चों को क्या जवाब देंगे प्रधानमंत्री? मन की बात में तो आपने कह दिया बच्चों को कि टेंशन मत लो। बीजेपी को जवाब देना पड़ेगा, प्रधानमंत्री जवाब दे। शायद प्रधानमंत्री एक और मन की बात कर देंगे उनके लिए, उतना ही होगा।
अब पेपर बनाने वाले ने, छापने वाले ने या एग्ज़ाम कराने वाले, कौन लोग जिम्मेदार हैं, इसकी जांच अब सीबीआई करेगी। सीबीआई को फुर्सत कहाँ है? सीबीआई को फुर्सत तो है ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो विपक्ष पे जांच कर रही है। जो गैर भाजपाई लोग हैं उनका दमन करने के लिए सीबीआई का प्रयोग हो रहा है, और हम सब जानते हैं कि सीबीआई एक इन्फ्लुएंस में काम करती है। तो अगर हम लोगों को इस देश के नौजवानों को न्याय दिलाना है तो इसकी जांच एक जुडिशल जांच हो, एक ऐसी इंक्वायरी हो जो सरकार के बाहर हो, क्योंकि सरकार में कोई शिक्षा विभाग है, कोई मंत्रालय है, कहाँ तक और सीबीआई उन लोगों को पकड़ पाएगी।
A NEET re-examination has been announced in under 3 weeks. And now a national demand echoes. Arrest the NEET cheats.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have Alak Pandey of Physics Wala with us in the studio. Keshav Agarwal, Vice President of the Coaching Federation of India. Keshav ji. Priyanka Kakkar of Aam Aadmi Party, Shyam Meka of the Congress. Kishore Subramaniam, political commentator, right-leaning on this. Susi Ben Shah, Chief National Spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. What do you think of Savio Rodriguez joining us? We're going to have founder and director of Super 30, Anant Kumar, with us in a bit. So, let's put one thing here. Are the coaching centers involved in this? Are they gaming the system? Because it has been said that the Indian coaching industry out here is 58,000 crore rupees, and 8 centers account for about 30% of NEET students scoring above a certain rank. And specifically some coaching hubs, Sikar, Kota and all this, is where the leaks happen and where the top scorers also come from. So before we ask the government, we must ask you, are coaching centers behind this NEET cheating?
I cannot deny it. They may be, they might be. It is for the police to found, and if they are found, they must be imprisoned for life. Life imprisonment should be there. जिंदगी भर जेल में डालना चाहिए. हो सकते हैं, बिल्कुल हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो आपने बोला कि ये बिजनेस बहुत बड़ा है, तो टॉप रैंक लाने की ये जो दौड़ है, ये जो होड़ है, उस चक्कर में पेपर खरीदना, और जैसा कि अभी इसमें निकल भी रहा है कि कुछ कोचिंग सेंटर का शायद इन्वॉल्वमेंट है पेपर खरीदने के लिए, और उन्होंने अपने बच्चों को ये पेपर बांटे भी. अपने जो स्टूडियस बच्चे थे, अपने जो पढ़ाकू बच्चे थे, उनको ये पेपर बांटा और बोला इसको रट लो, ये पेपर आने वाला है जी. उनमें से कुछ बच्चों ने शायद वही पेपर बाहर निकाल दिया, फिर वो चूरू से होके वो केरला पहुंचा, केरला से फिर वो
पूरे कोचिंग सेंटर सर्किट से होते हुए नासिक, कोटा, सीकर से होते हुए लीक हुई. So one important thing which is emerging is that Keshav Agarwal, and you are President, Vice PP of the Coaching Federation of India, is that the leak is going through the centers of the coaching industry of 60,000 crore rupees. And the kind of money that has been put behind this leak is also amazing. It is so complex that you have even AI systems which have been broken into. So somebody has put a lot of money behind this whole operation. It's not a single operation or one-person operation. Who could put this kind of money behind it if not the coaching institutes, is what the nation is asking tonight, Keshav Agarwal. Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Agarwal?
Yeah. Thank you, Arnab. First of all, I would like to take you back just to this one instant in 2024 when I was standing in Supreme Court and Mr. Chandrachud, the Chief Justice Honorable, then mentioned specific to Solicitor General that there is a check of 75 lakh given by a parent to a fraudster, and he will not give this just for 1 hour before paper. So this is a deep thing. And then there was no proof because the leak was selective. There was no WhatsApp proof. And the scamsters got everything from that proceedings how to go ahead. 2 years before, CBI was given charge of this entire proceedings, how to go about. And within 2 years, nothing has happened, neither the Radhakishan committee. Now, first thing, where is the paper printed? This all happens right from there. NTA had told in Supreme Court, there is a committee of 15 to 20 teachers which makes the paper. They don't know which set is going to come. And once the paper is ready, they make 2 sets. And on the final day, NTA DG will declare which set is going to come. Nobody knows.
Where's the NTA DG?
Yeah, here, then the printing press, when it gets printed, that is the time the thing starts. These 2 papers, 24 lakh copies. And that is where the leak is starting. It is coaching center, fraudsters, all people, because there are
Who's
just
buying? Who's buying? Keshav, you're just trying to defend the coaching centers.
The middle
you're trying, let me tell you, Sikar is the fast rising coaching hub.
Yes.
Right? Concentrated in small geography. The 2026 paper, Kishore, spreads through PG hostels, coaching linked groups and career counselors in Sikar within minutes and hours.
Yes.
Within minutes and hours. So I am also asking tonight, who's buying the leak? One is who organized the leak.
The middle.
Who's making the money? Who's paying for it? See, it can't be only government. It's a whole network operating, right? Kishore.
Arnab, let me make my point. Good evening to all my panelists. Let me tell you a few points. First of all, this is a criminal act. Whoever is behind it should be imprisoned for life. No questions, no excuses on that. Point number 2, you cannot blame the government on this for a very simple reason. Let's take the premise fundamentally. If the government did not act on it, it could have compromised on a lie and kept this test. It did not. It chose to face the brunt of the public today and exposed it because honesty was more important than hiding a convenient lie. Point number 3.
But is honesty an argument to cover up for incompetence? Kishore?
Absolutely not. Honesty.
I'm honest, but I'm incompetent. Forgive me.
No.
I'm honest, but I cannot take care of 2.3 million students. Forgive me.
No.
I'll claim to be honest and a man of, impeccable integrity out there. But at the end of the day, the chief of the NTA who's going to be coming on my show is going to answer. How is this happening year after year after year after year after year?
Yes, Arnab, let me complete my point. The reason...
No, 4 times in 5 years.
Okay, Arnab, let me complete...
Not okay, Kishore. Not okay.
Okay, listen to my point. Arnab, please listen to my point. I am not saying honesty is
and 13% of all students come from Kota, Sikar and Kottayam. Are students in Pune, Bombay, Delhi, Guwahati, Bongaigaon, Dibrugarh, Madurai all foolish? Jabalpur? Then why is all the toppers coming from 3 or 4 centers? Where there are a lot of coaching institutes?
Not because of leak. I don't agree on that. I just don't agree. Okay. But one thing, I'm telling you, Arnab, just allow me one point.
No, this is not about points, yaar. Why don't you understand? This is serious stuff.
Absolutely serious stuff, Arnab. One point I will tell you, what is leaking is not only the paper, it is the human conscience of the average...
Don't give me philosophy, yaar. Don't jhado philosophy on me, for God's sake.
It is not philosophy.
I don't want you to jhado philosophy on me. Come to the point tonight. The point is, viewers, and the headline is only this. By the way, I'm getting every year this leak happens. Every year 2.3 million students are told, sorry, cancel ho gaya. Every year we call Alak Pandey. Every year we call the politicians. Every year we discuss this. Every year there is trauma. Every year there are suicides. Every year the same places the paper leaks. And every year we are told, Susi Ben Shah, we will improve things.
As if the leaks and the compromise and corruption is only happening in NEET, is happening all over India and everywhere.
Oh.
In everything that compromise is
so the problem... Okay, who's countering? Priyanka.
Mr. Goswami.
Let Priyanka come in. Susi Ben, I'm just getting the other side. Priyanka. Yeah.
फिर क्या network?
नहीं गया network. Priyanka, you can hear me.
Okay, all right. There is an audio issue at my end, Arnab, but I will try to put my point across. Again, there's a lot of echo. Now, what happened? You are blaming XYZ, but you are not naming and blaming the main perpetrator and culprits. What happened last year? You very rightly pointed out that this has become an annual event. What happened last year? As soon as the news of the NEET paper leak came about, the education minister, he gave a clean sheet to the NTA. The Prime Minister, he walked out of the discussion when the paper leak discussion was happening in Lok Sabha. There is no BJP spokesperson today on your show. Yeah. I have not heard a single bite from the Education Minister, Health Minister or the Prime Minister on this. Is this issue not important to them? And I'll tell you why they're not here. Because the syndicate involves the top bosses. In 2023,
oh, that's a big allegation there.
The Telangana BJP chief, Bondi Sanjay Kumar, who's right now in the news because of his son. In 2023, he was sent for a 14... Let me speak.
So stop blaming everybody and everything. You are a failed lawyer, you are a failed personality.
He was caught in a paper leak allegation, and then in 2024, the BJP made him a union minister. Similarly, in what happened in 2023, again there is a person called Akash Patel who was arrested by the Gujarat ATS for the paper leaks in Gujarat. What happened in 2026? He has been made, he's been given the BJP Yuva Morcha president position. Similarly, there is a, in Uttarakhand, there is a BJP leader Dharewal who was arrested, subsequently given. Sorry,
I'm asking my producers to put up the interactive grid on who you blame. Viewers, do you blame the government? Do you blame the private mafia? Or,
I am blaming
or
the
do you
government
blame the chiefs who buy the papers?
Prime Minister, when he calls us to bajao thali, everyone complies. When he tells don't buy gold, everyone complies.
These are allegations which are unfounded. You just can't blame BJP and Prime Minister for everything.
22.3 million people doesn't matter. Youth doesn't matter. Nobody's BJP is squarely responsible. उनके पास पेपर लीक वाले लोग नेता हैं. वो नेता बना देते हैं जो पेपर लीक करते हैं उनको. This problem will not stop till this anti-national BJP is governing us.
The issue is something else. मतलब history का पेपर है,
परीक्षा पे चर्चा क्यों करते हैं फिर वो? पर्चे पे चर्चा नहीं करेंगे. परीक्षा पे चर्चा करेंगे, पर्चे पे चर्चा नहीं करेंगे. 400 crore. The 400 crore. The evidence makes every time that
कहाँ के lawyer हो जिसको ये भी नहीं पता कि क्या बोलना चाहिए और क्या नहीं बोलना चाहिए.
पकड़ते रहिए. आप छोटी फिश पकड़ते रहिए. मैं बता रही हूँ आपको, बॉन्डी संजय कुमार जो आज अपने बेटे की वजह से चर्चा में वो पकड़े गए थे, उनको आपने वीडियो में बता दिया. बीजेपी का है, बीजेपी का प्रवक्ता बिठाया नहीं, आप लोगों को बिठा दिया ताकि आप नैरेटिव बिल्डिंग करें. एक नंबर की करप्ट बीजेपी, इनकॉम्पिटेंट बीजेपी, एक नंबर की चोर बीजेपी, एक नंबर की एंटी नेशनल बीजेपी.
Priyanka and Susi Ben, Priyanka and Susi Ben.
Any other party, this
No.
transparency is one part of the thing.
Sir,
is this? Thoroughly shocked and surprised.
You appear to be more loyal than the king. Sir,
Priyanka,
let us.
We are here today because of the mandate of the people, and we enjoy 78% of the voters' mandate.
Why should I do better with you? Who are you? Where is the BJP? Why should the education minister, the health minister, the prime minister not be responsible? They made 400 crore just out of registration fee for NEET examination. Where are they putting this money to use? Is it going in your pocket? That is why you're defending them.
Talk on the point. Today, this is a
Don't
national
you have children at home? Their future doesn't matter to you. Does it matter to you at all? What these students, we middle class, everybody in India, all parents in India, all they earn and live for is a good education for their child. That is the normal sentiment in the country. And this is what they get repeatedly. Will you take responsibility for suicide?
Not your frustration, not on this debate.
You tell me, why are these BJP ministers, why were these paper scammers,
1 minute.
paper leakers made?
1 minute, 1 minute. May I just step in here? By the way, the chief of the NTA promised me that he would come on the program. I hope the chief of the NTA who promised Shawan Sen that he will come on the program is not skipping it, because that means he's chickening out. I hope he's not chickening out. Now, question is, viewers, I've seen this examination paper. It's in my hands, by the way. And this has a lot of questions that are exactly, you've seen the questions.
Yes.
They match.
Yes.
It's not a guesswork, right?
Not at all.
It's pure cheating.
Pure cheating. There has been allegations that 120 questions have matched out of
410.
180, but that's not true.
How many are matching?
All the questions have matched.
It's the paper itself.
It's the paper itself with some extra questions, but all the questions have matched. And the paper was being sold at 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs initially. Then it started reselling at 5 lakh, then it started reselling at 30,000 and anything else. Everyone making point over here where this is about the government or not the government, but one thing is sure, I accept, Arnab, your point that there can be some coaching involved, there can be some mafia involved, there can be money involved, but for sure, there is some systematic failure where the paper leaked from a press. After NT released a Twitter tweet 2 days before the examination. If you allow me, I can read that tweet, and you'll find it very shocking, the kind of language it uses. So it's National Testing Agency official tweet. You think it's just a question paper. That's the biggest illusion students live in. While you are debating aaj padhun ya kal, an entire system is already 10 steps ahead. Month of planning, layers of security, Zero margin for error.
When was this put out?
This is like 4 or 5 days before the examination. And one
The
very
examination
line,
was on the 3rd.
One very interesting line, Arnab. See, zero humility in this line. This isn't your school test. This is a national level filtration system designed to test your overall readiness. Mock tests don't scare you, the scale should. Because on exam day, it's not just you versus question. It's not just you versus question. It's you versus a system that doesn't slow down. What is this language? You versus a system?
I don't know who talks like this.
And
it's
they
hardly
deleted this
encouraging.
tweet. They deleted this tweet in 24 hours.
No, point here is that something serious has happened tonight. And Private Mafia, there's a Telegram group called Private Mafia, which has entered. Now, the very fact that they have used the word Private Mafia, it has more than 400 members, by the way, Shyam, 400 members in one group. It's a secretive Telegram or WhatsApp group. It functions like a business network. It has strict rules prohibiting members from forwarding leaked material in order to preserve its market value. Papers are also shared through Telegram channels. And Abhishek Singh, the Director General of the National Testing Agency, is with us. And let the others also be on the screen. Abhishek, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Abhishek, when did you take over as NTA Director General?
I joined on the 1st of April this year.
And this leak has happened 4 times in 5 years.
Yes, as per the reports, yes, this has happened.
You don't know the reports? You doubt the reports?
I know the reports. I know the reports.
And so this paper was held on 3rd.
This was held on 3rd of May.
The leak was found
Sunday.
on? The leak was discovered by you on?
See, we got a whistleblower to report it to us on the 7th of May.
Okay, today is the 12th of May.
Today is the 12th of May.
So you knew on the 7th of May.
We got a whistleblower's email saying that he got a WhatsApp message on the 2nd of May, which had some PDF, which had some questions, which came on 3rd of May.
Who did the whistleblower give the information to?
The whistleblower sent it to us.
To you?
Yes.
And what did you do then?
My office. So then immediately when we did, of course the exam was over. It was not reported on the day of the exam. The exam was conducted well, smoothly. We were like vigilant before the exam, during the exam,
Please don't
after
give
the
yourself
exam.
certificates, Abhishek. Can we come to the point, please?
I'm not. I'm just coming to the point.
Yeah.
I'm
actually surprised even now you are giving yourself certificates after this. Can you just restrict yourself
Not at all.
to the points?
Not at all.
When did you get to know about it? You're saying on the 7th.
7th evening, we got that email. We immediately got the contents of the email to be verified by law enforcement agencies on 2 points. Number one, is the allegation correct? Are the questions which are included in the PDF part of any of the question papers? And number 2,
you could have found out in 5 minutes flat. You could have found out in 5 minutes flat.
Exactly. But
so
then
which
the
means
second
on the
question
7th you knew. On the 7th you knew.
But one has to
on the
also
7th
verify.
you knew. Can you please tell all the students watching this program and the people of the country watching this program why you kept this a state secret for 5 days?
There was not a state secret. We also have to verify because after 3rd, every question paper was available to every student in this country. So on the 7th, when somebody gives a document, you have to verify whether it was actually in circulation before 3rd. And that requires checking with the law enforcement. That requires checking a WhatsApp chat.
When did they confirm it? When did they confirm it?
It was referred to them on 8th. We got confirmation on the 11th that yes, it was available with several students on their WhatsApp chats. We got the chain verified, and when we got this report, we immediately took a call that we had promised to the students a zero error, a zero tolerance to any irregularities, and we took this call to cancel this examination. We decided that there is no question of any cover-up or anything brushing on the carpet. We do take responsibility. We had committed to the students for a zero tolerance to irregularities, and we accordingly cancelled the examination, referred it to CBI, and I'm working towards now conducting the re-exam, which is unfortunate.
Which means the National Testing Agency under you has absolutely failed to perform its basic duty towards itself and 2.3 million students. Tonight, Abhishek, that, instead of guarding yourself, why don't you resign?
See, if I had to guard myself, we would not have taken this
Please answer the
call.
question. Forget my words. Forget Abhishek, I said guard yourself and all. I say this used to be a country where a person fails to deliver, not to one person or two people, but 2.3 million direct stakeholders and their family members, crores of people affected by this. And I really feel that there needs to be something more than even moral responsibility here tonight. Why should you be given a second chance?
See, it's up to the government to decide on that. No,
Why up to the government? It should be up to your conscience. And what about the people around you? Because you see, this is an inside job. Do you agree it's an inside job, Abhishek?
That will be clear with the CBI inquiry. I am not prejudging the CBI inquiry. My conscience and my responsibility is towards the students, the 23 lakh students, and I am not one of those who will leave the ship when the ship is under challenge. I am one who will take the responsibility. I am the one who will acknowledge if something wrong has happened. I am the one who will take the responsibility to fix it, and I am the one who will ensure that we are able to walk
that spirit. See, Abhishek, I appreciate the spirit, and it's not about whether you will resign. Truly, do not take it otherwise. But I also hope tonight, this is a live program. Lots of people are watching. I hope my viewers are going to call. I hope you'll answer, because it becomes your duty, Abhishek. As the Director General of NTA, I appreciate your coming on the program. But it becomes your duty also to explain to people watching tonight what the hell is going on. Because, you have one super exam. Abhishek, in my time, you used to give an exam. I was in Jabalpur. I gave the examination in Jabalpur. A student of Kendriya Vidyalaya Jabalpur, it used to be the Madhya Pradesh PMT exam. Then you would sit for the CBSE exam. But now you sit for a NEET exam. It's a super exam. So you've got to be efficient. It's not like the problem will be only in one state or one region. It's all over India. So I think the responsibility on you is great.
It is. I fully agree to it, and I take it. And I do realize that we were not able to ensure the fairness of the exam for the 23 lakh students.
That window
but at the same,
can you? Thank you, please. Yeah. The previous window.
But at the same time, I cannot let a few cheats, a few scamsters, a few fraudsters, whosoever they may be, trample over the dreams of 23 lakh students who are going to be future doctors of this country.
When is the next exam? When is NEET happening again?
We will schedule it. We will announce the complete schedule after having the complete review
within how much
the next
time approximately? There must be a time window you're operating in just for...
There will be. See, we have to do as soon as possible because the academic sessions start. We don't want to jeopardize the future of students, the medical colleges, academic calendars, the examination. We'll try to compress it in as much time as possible without compromising the integrity of the exam. We do realize that to conduct this examination across 5,000 centers in 13 languages, getting the question papers set in such a way that there are no compromise does require a lot of effort. So we will not do anything which is short-circuiting the security and integrity of the process while ensuring that we do in a limited time frame which does not impact adversely any student's academic career or the schedule of medical colleges. Because if it does that, it will be a great disservice to our country.
Well, crores of people affected by this.
Exactly, I fully agree.
I have a couple of callers right now. Shyam, you want to say something? You haven't said anything. Priyanka, you're listening. This is the best opportunity.
I'll be very quick.
Yeah.
But don't expect me to gloat over this tragedy just because I am from the opposition party. Okay. Now, the point is, who is responsible? Simply, it's NTA, and then thereby the government. Okay, they are responsible. Now, coming to the main issue, we are dilly-dallying and beating around the bush. Who is responsible? If, as an individual, corrupted parent, if I want to buy the paper for my children, what is the motivation for me? I can throw the same money out and buy a seat in the management quota. Motivation for me. Who has the motivation to do this? This is the coaching institute mafia. It's very clear. As simple as that. Who else has the motivation?
So you say, Savio, he says tonight it is not an individual parent or an individual student. Everyone's pointing in one direction, that the coaching institute mafia.
Absolutely.
They have the money and the power to get it through, because then they put these big advertisements, you see.
If NTA uses
I see, I'll tell you one thing, viewers. It's very easy. It's very easy for us
to call themselves mafia.
1 minute.
They have the courage to call themselves mafia.
Yeah, it's very
Even
easy.
a thief would not call himself a thief.
No, I'll tell you one thing. I would like to ask the NTA chief that question. Abhishek, it has been told to me that there was a shadow server on the outskirts of Nashik that was put to avoid the detection by the AI-based monitoring system of the NTA. First of all, is this correct? If this is correct, then it means that there was some very, very, very organized group of people who have put a huge infrastructure to break into NTA.
See, I will expect CBI to look into all these aspects and come out with the right findings. I will not prejudge any such inquiry. My domain expertise is not to do investigations or inquiries. Our responsibility was to conduct the examination without any glitches. We tried, but even an iota of a mistake makes us responsible. So without looking into whether it was a server or whether it was a human, anybody who was responsible, if it violates the integrity of my examination, I become responsible.
I take that.
I become responsible.
Yes, of course you are. And I have now Anand Kumar. He's very famous. There's a movie made of him. He's a founder and director of Super 30. He's joining us from Delhi today, not Patna. Anand ji, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Can you hear me?
जी आ रही है।
आप किसको ब्लेम करते हैं इसके लिए? हमारे साथ इस वक्त एनटीए के डायरेक्टर जनरल खुद हैं, वो हमारे साथ प्रोग्राम पर हैं। आप इसके लिए किसको ब्लेम करते हैं? एनटीए को, सरकार को, कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स को, प्राइवेट माफिया को, या पेरेंट्स और स्टूडेंट्स जिन्होंने पैसा दिया है उनको? सबसे ज्यादा इसमें जिम्मेदार कौन है आनंद जी?
सबसे पहली बात बोला जाए सच तो एनटीए की जिम्मेवारी बनती है।
क्यों बनती है? आप खुद एनटीए के डीजी को बताइए। Abhishek, can you hear me? Here's a person, Anand Kumar. You may have heard of him, Super 30. Yeah. He is blaming you. And since it's a very open and democratic debate, आप एनटीए के डीजी को बताइए कि उनको जिम्मेदार आप क्यों मानते हैं आनंद जी?
इसलिए मानते हैं कि अगर परीक्षा अच्छे से होती, सब कुछ बढ़िया होता, तो क्रेडिट अभिषेक सर को मिलता। अगर दिक्कत हुई है, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ी हुई है, तो इनको जिम्मेवारी लेनी चाहिए ईमानदारी से। और बच्चों को जो दोबारा परीक्षा लेने की बात कही, वो अच्छी बात कही है, थोड़ी राहत की बात कही, इसके लिए हम इनकी तारीफ भी कर रहे हैं कि चलो अच्छा कदम लिया। बट ऐसी घटना क्यों हो रही है, इसका जवाब इनको देना चाहिए। दूसरी बात है, जहाँ भी चर्चा हम सुन रहे थे, तो कोचिंग माफियाओं का भी इसमें मिली भगत है, इसमें हम लोग नकार नहीं सकते हैं। और साथ साथ इसके बीच में एजेंट है, लेकिन एजेंट को उकसाने वाले कोचिंग माफिया लोग हैं। लेकिन फिर भी एनटीए में क्या कमी रह जाती है कि वो उठ के जाल में फंस जाते हैं और क्वेश्चन लीक हो जाता है। बहुत सोचने वाली बात।
अभिषेक जी,
See, I agree. See, I am not shying away from responsibility. Number one. Number two, I only feel that if we conduct the examination with complete thing, that is what our responsibility is, that is our mandate is, that is what we are tasked to do. There is no credit for doing what your job is. We have to do it. There is no two choices. I don't look for credits. We have to do it without any fail. We owe it to the students of this country. We owe it to the parents. We owe it to the whole nation. So that responsibility is there, credit or not, that's not at all the point. Now, having said that, we are also supposed to ensure that in spite of our best of the efforts, if something goes wrong, what do I do? Do I try to cover up, or do I try to take responsibility, and do I just say that without delaying?
Savio, what do you suggest?
Yeah, Arnab, I think there's a larger problem out here that we are missing out, and that is a problem of this organized network of people that will actually go to the extent of leaking or taking the paper and then making it available. They obviously never did it for free. They would have had a cost to it. The problem which I think Abhishek also needs to understand, and I think he's understood, is that this particular organized racket needs to be investigated thoroughly. And that is when you will get to the bottom of who are the people who are controlling this particular network. Because if they had to hack the NTA, and I know Abhishek's background and his understanding of technology, because he was the guy behind the India AI Summit. So he knows the technological parameters that the NTA has utilized. So if somebody's been managed to break that, then it is
Viewers, please note this. Thanks for pointing it out. Abhishek has been handling the AI initiatives of the government.
Right.
So he's a seasoned guy.
Yeah. I actually met him.
You
when
met
he was
him?
leading AI
I'm surprised, Abhishek, if you ask me, that under your watch this has happened. Because I was told this time you set up AI systems. So it's you.
I met him when he was heading India AI project. So
yeah. So yeah. We are very shocked that this has happened.
It's not a. It's. I'm sorry. I am getting frequent calls because I have to join a call with my team at 9:30. It's a very important call for the examination. So I can join back. Let me finish that.
You do that. Can I take one caller with you just so that there's a Democrat? Tell your team one more minute. I know you're a busy guy today, Abhishek. Well, one sec. Let me take Dr. Bharti from Bangalore. Lots of viewers are calling tonight, Abhishek. Dr. Bharti, your question to Abhishek, please.
My question to Abhishek, sir, the type of scams that are going on, it is handwritten guest papers, it is follower gang proxy candidates, score fixing and fake scorecards. Is this for what we are saying in India and PM addresses Pariksha Pe Charcha? And is this we are draining out all our hard-earned money for education of our children?
Abhishek, you need to tell me a few things. Thank you, ma'am. One question I have before I let you go. Please tell me that will the admissions get delayed subsequently? You know, because now this is a delay. Usually the academic session starts in August or September, right? Will medical counseling committee, all that also get pushed back? Students want to know.
We are having a discussion meeting with the Health Ministry tomorrow and with the National Medical Council, and we'll work out a schedule that does not impact significantly. I don't know the complete schedules, but I will check with them, and I will try to compress the timelines as much as possible without compromising on the integrity. I will not make any tall claims today. I know what has happened. We are responsible. We will ensure that we commit the examination well, and then Arnab, I assure you, I'll come on your show.
Yeah, I would like you to come back, and we'll create a slot tomorrow where you can.
Till such time we are able to do what we are supposed to do, I will not make any tall claims. I will refrain from that. I will go back to the drawing board. I will see minutely what went wrong, where I can do better. I will use every might that I have.
I must say this, that I don't doubt your sincerity. You're just in a bad situation, as are the students.
It is, but no excuses. Yeah. I will take responsibility. I will not make any excuses. I'll take responsibility and ensure that I fix it. That will be my.
Well, thanks for saying that. That means a lot. And see you tomorrow once again. We'll talk about this, Abhishek. Sure. Thank you. Please join the call. Now the question is out here. What do we do? People are calling all over. I think that first of all, I would say I appreciate this non-political debate, right? Like, it's non-political. You can't blame the government. Even Sham's been fairly positive on this. What's the point of making it BJP, Congress up, right?
It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's not about whoever is in government, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There is some mafia that has more resources and connections to invest in to corrupt the system, because they have the motivation, profit motivation.
Yeah.
The coaching institute mafia is the sole beneficiary of this. As simple as that.
NTA's new AI system that they deploy itself probably could have been hacked in order to get that information, and that is what is scary.
Yeah.
You see, we are forgetting the larger picture. It's not about the government or the opposition. It is about
artificial intelligence is beaten by natural.
Let's call Rahul Mehta from Ahmedabad. I'm opening calls and then taking questions. Rahul, what do you think, Rahul? Are you affected by this? Ramesh from Chennai. Ramesh?
I have 3 points, Arnab.
Yes, sir.
Number one, the head of NTA should be sacked immediately because he will be a hindrance to any investigation. Second is the minister is personally responsible because he did not implement the recommendations of the committee and he didn't ensure that. Third is they should take training from the UPSC because they conduct similar exams and they do it perfectly over many years.
That's also a question in my mind. This question goes on in my mind. Keshav, tell me, this doesn't happen with the UPSC exam.
Yes, I was.
Why is it that it doesn't happen in UPSC? It only happens for this.
It happens.
See, it doesn't happen with IIT, UPSC. Just one chance. What we had suggested was the biggest cause, which was mentioned in Supreme Court, was the offline paper of 24 lakh students, the transmission. So we had suggested that why don't you print the papers at the center when you are spending 400 crore? Why so much transmission? You can print the paper there itself 1 hour before. Now, why they don't conduct online? Because we just have 2 lakh centers, and that is why IIT Advanced just gets conducted in 1 day. To conduct NEET in online, you will take good 45 days. Now you see one more thing which is now problematic. Students are telling CUET exam has just started yesterday. Will that finish in 1 month properly? So the problem is the Radhakishan committee suggestions were not taken. And one more thing, why only 140 questions matched? I'll tell you, there are 2 sets. The person definitely had access to both the sets. The remaining questions are from the second one which did not come. And that is why they had to cancel, because out of 400, almost all questions with both the sets. One set did not come.
You are creating a situation, Anand Kumarji, where you are saying there's 50% probability that each of these questions will come. 50% probability बहुत होती है. एक आदमी रट्टा मार के चला जाएगा, हर 2 सवाल में से 1 आ जाएगी, ये तो मतलब it's a guaranteed 100% score आ जाएगी to any average student. आनंद जी, इसको किसी ने गेम किया है. दिस सिस्टम गेम हो चुका है. द सिस्टम हैज बीन गेम
हो चुका है, एकदम गेम हो चुका है. अगर ध्यान से देखा जाए तो इसके बाद कोचिंग एक्ट बनता है. कोचिंग एक्ट ऐसी घटनाओं के बाद सरकार बनाती है, लेकिन उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कहाँ होता है? 1 महीने बाद, 2 महीने बाद बातें खत्म हो जाएगी. आप देखिए तो आपको पता चलेगा, बहुत सारे कोचिंग वाले ऐड दे रहे हैं, आओ गेस्ट क्लासेस करो. वो ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन पढ़ा के दावा कर रहे हैं कि मैं तुम्हारा IIT में नीट में करवा दूंगा. वैसे लोग लालच बढ़ाते बढ़ाते बच्चों में इतना उन लोगों को शॉर्टकट सिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं कि अपने
यही तो बात है. पूरी सिस्टम ही इन अ वे अगर ऐसा है तो ये मानना पड़ेगा अनंत कुमार जी और अलख जी कि द होल सिस्टम ऑफ टेस्टिंग मे बी फ्लॉड. There may be this multiple choice question system of testing जो हमारा सिस्टम चले आ रहा है. टेक्नोलॉजी बदल रही है, मगर एग्जामिनेशन पेपर सेम है. मैं आपको सब बताता हूँ कि जो जिस तरह के सवाल आज आए हैं तो मैंने देखे 20 साल से ज्यादा पहले हमने दिए हुए. ये कोई अलग नहीं बना है.
सिलेबस नहीं अपडेट,
कोई सिलेबस अपडेट नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. वही मल्टीपल चॉइस, वही तरीका,
सिलेबस अपडेट नहीं हुआ है.
बिल्कुल लगता है किसी कुंजी से निकाली हुई, लाइक इट्स फ्रॉम सम गाइड. So what do you think?
So it's not political, मैं एग्री करता हूँ. और अभिषेक जी की बात है तो अभिषेक जी से मेरी मुलाकात तब हुई थी, जो NTA के चीफ हैं, जब वो AI लीड कर रहे थे.
जी.
He is, I believe, an honest person. मेरी जितनी मुलाकात हुई थी, देश के लिए अच्छी बातें की थी. दूसरी बात ये, उन्होंने NTA अभी ज्वाइन किया है रिसेंटली. खैर, अभी भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उनकी. मुझे लगता है सर प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे कि आप ये देखो, पिछले 10 साल में पेपर लीक, सॉल्वर गैंग में किसी एक इंसान को क्या 10 साल 14 साल की सजा हुई है? So I think इसके पीछे जो इसका
Arnab, I want to come in here. Arnab, I want to come in here to make some important points.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you one thing, Arnab. When there are financial scams happening in this country, okay, you know what happens? The scamster is threatening me, saying that you go and complain anywhere, कुछ नहीं होगा, सब fixed है. Imagine a scamster. I can give you recordings of scamsters who are laughing about it, saying that everything is fixed. आराम से करो, कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. And there are people who are scamming people to
see this whole industry has a lot of money, no? So obviously look at the volumes of students. You have 2.3 million students giving this exam. Even if 1/10 of them is from the coaching industry, imagine the amount of money that the coaching industry is making, given that 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 lakh rupees is normal for coaching industries to charge. You know the size of this market. The number of students.
But isn't there code? Isn't there CBI? Isn't there STF?
There is. There is.
The judiciary has failed this country in more ways than anybody could have.
Okay, Priyanka, but don't make it political. You must tell Susi Ben today, you won't make it political.
Well, okay, let me, there is Arnab, okay, I won't. But I think it is high time that accountability is fixed. What happened after the last NEET paper leak? The DG was suspended, and after a few months, he found a plum posting as the Chhattisgarh ka principal secretary with the BJP government. How are you people saying that the government is not responsible?
Susi Ben, last response. I have 30 seconds.
आप government को देंगे.
No, what? No.
Oops, network is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a tense program for me.
The PSSSB Group B officers recruitment exam in the Punjab government.
Don't keep justifying. Now you'll go to Punjab government, then you'll go to AAP. Are you trying to justify what's happened, Raman? Don't do that. And let me tell you, viewers.
When there were few places which were epicenter and
Okay, we have to close. We have to close. Abhishek promised to come on the program tomorrow, and we'll get him back. And we'll get him face to face with students, because this is just traumatizing for students. Traumatizing. And especially when it happens with unique predictability year after year. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll get Abhishek live. We'll have a lot more on this. Good night and goodbye.
जब अपना कोई मूव किसी को मूव करता है ना यार, फील आ जाती है।
भाई तू अपना है, तेरा सफर मुझे भी करना है। तूने प्रूफ कर दिखाया यार, एनीबडी कैन ड्रीम।
मुझे लगा मैं नहीं, पूरा का पूरा मूवमेंट चल रहा है। Breathable fabrics, awesome comfort, effortless style, Aide from the House of Arvind.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
अरे ये डिबेट बाहर की सोचे विकी। डिबेट यानी विवाद, भारत विवाद नहीं, संवाद यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्कशन, इसमें भरोसा रखता है।
सच नरेट नहीं करना होता, नरेटिव को सच बनाना होता है।
जब भी भगवे के ओर कोई कालिक दिखता है तो उसी स्याही से इतिहास लिखा जाता है।
Sir, what about safety from fire? केबल कौन सा लगाया है?
अरे केबल का क्या है, कोई भी चलता है।
यही चलता है, बाद में जलता है। 90% of the electrical fires are caused due to short circuit. Give lot of importance to consider fire safe cable. Ignamo, the fire safe cables from Dravid. Remember, business is safe if your cable is fire safe.
Join IIHM, International Institute of Hotel Management. To know more about ECHAT exam, call 98310 50,000.
कोई ग्लोबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं है, इट्स अ टेरर मशीन।
अगर हम टेररिस्ट होते तो टेररिस्ट हमें क्यों मारते?
आरएसएस ने बाबरी मस्जिद तोड़ी और आरएसएस वायलेंट है।
वो तब गिरा जब इस देश के बहुसंख्यक समाज का विश्वास टूट गया।
आप लोगों ने तो देश चलाने का दावा किया है, लेकिन आप लोगों का ना कोई हिसाब है, ना कोई किताब।
ये चोट निशान छोड़ेगी।
हमें पेट्रोल डीजल का उपयोग कम करना होगा।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently issued a strong warning to the nation, asking citizens to save fuel, avoid unnecessary travel, and even work from home if possible. This urgent appeal comes because global tensions are creating a massive energy crisis that directly threatens India. India currently imports up to 90% of the crude oil it needs to survive, and more than half of that oil comes from the Middle East. But the country is currently facing a massive challenges due to the blockade caused by the US-Iran conflict. And right in the middle of this dangerous situation, an event is about to take place that could make things much worse. United States President Donald Trump is traveling to Beijing to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. While the news might focus on their discussions about trade rules, technology, or artificial intelligence, the most critical topic for India is what these two leaders will decide regarding the Middle East and global oil supplies. The choices made during this specific meeting will determine if India will have enough fuel for its vehicle or if the country will face a severe shortage at the petrol pumps. The biggest risk for New Delhi involves a major
जब अपना कोई मूव किसी को मूव करता है ना यार, फील आ जाती है।
भाई तू अपना है, तेरा सफर मुझे भी करना है। तूने प्रूव कर दिखाया यार, एनीबडी कैन ड्रीम।
मुझे लगा मैं नहीं, पूरा का पूरा मूवमेंट चल रहा है। Breathable fabrics, awesome comfort, effortless style, Aide from the house of Arvind.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
ये सब आप इसलिए कर रहे हैं ना सर, ताकि आप अपने आरएसएस को बचा सके। वैसे भी आप आरएसएस के भोपोई तो हैं। आरएसएस का सच है मेरी थीसिस, जो सालों से छुपाया गया है। But I am going to unmask the truth.
क्लास अब शुरू होगी, because the professor is here.
ये जो भी हो रहा है, ये injustice, ये conspiracies, ये manipulation, अगर आप इसको terrorism नहीं कहेंगे, तो फिर किसको कहेंगे? ये है मेरा आखिरी सवाल. This is my last question to you.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
अरे ये डिबेट बाहर की सोचे विकी। डिबेट यानी विवाद, भारत विवाद नहीं, संवाद यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्कशन, इसमें भरोसा रखता है।
सच नरेट नहीं करना होता, नरेटिव को सच बनाना होता है।
जब भी भगवे के ओर कोई कालिक फेंकता है, तो उसी स्याही से इतिहास लिखा जाता है।
This week we've seen a developing investigation into a cluster of very unusual.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, it's been found out that Pakistan was double-crossing Donald Trump. We'll tell you how that happened. At 8:40 p.m. tonight, why did Vijay keep quiet in the assembly when Udayanidhi Stalin once again asked for the end of Sanatan Dharma? And at 9 o'clock tonight, what the hell is happening with the NEET examination? Why are 2.3 lakh students being made to go through hell? We'll ask why. And ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is a country of double crosses. They are people who cannot be trusted. They're a country of cheats. They are inherently double agents. They like to lie, they like to cheat. And now we have proof, and here's the picture. I'm going to talk more about it. This is a picture, don't zoom in, because what this picture shows is an Iranian plane parked during the war with America on Pakistani soil. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. There is an article in CBS which says that this is among many planes of the Iranian Air Force that Pakistan allowed to park on its airfields. While saying it's a mediator, it's a mediator, it's a mediator, it's neutral, and telling the Americans, oh, we are with you, telling the Saudis, we are with you, telling the UAE, we are with you, telling the Saudis, we have a defense pact to protect you. But these cheat Pakistanis, these double-crosser, double-agent Pakistanis, did not tell the Saudis, we're taking money from you to provide defense to you, and then telling your enemy to happily park its warplanes on our soil. So these cheats, ladies and gentlemen, allowed multiple Iranian Air Force aircraft to land and park in a place that we had bombed. It's called, you'll remember, Noor Khan, which according to CBS, and we all know, is a strategically important military installation just outside the Pakistani garrison city of Rawalpindi. So these double-crosser Pakistanis, taking money from the Americans, taking money from the Saudis, saying we are mediators, and then telling the Iranians, oh, we are on your side too. We are going to let all your planes park right in Rawalpindi. And there you see pictures of the foolish J.D. Vance, Vice President to the even more foolish Donald Trump, having Islamabad talks without realizing that this cheat double-crosser of a country, Pakistan, has parked Iranian Air Force planes 30 kilometers from where these talks are happening. Oh, I feel so bad for the Americans. They think they're so smart, but they are not. Ladies and gentlemen, the Americans were also operating in Pakistan. I have papers to prove, and it's all with me. I have papers to prove. Here it is. The full list. I have the full list now. Don't tell me how I got it. I have the entire list of 11 American planes starting from 21st of February right up till 30th of April 2026, taking off from Gwadar, Islamabad, Karachi, and Quetta. So all these planes, American planes, were operating in Pakistan. And we also have, and by the way, I'm happy to share with you, we have scrutinized, we at the Republic Media Network have scrutinized a lot of data before putting this out before you. Satellite images of Chinese satellites prove that Iranian Air Force RC-130, a reconnaissance and intelligence gathering variant of the Lockheed C-30 Hercules tactical transport aircraft, was in Pakistan at the Noor Khan Air Base. Ladies and gentlemen, imagery shared by the sanctioned Chinese firm Mizar Vision shows a C-130 at the Noor Khan Air Base. That's why I feel, Donald Trump, you've been destroyed by the Pakistanis. Donald Trump, you're really foolish, you're really gullible, you're not smart, and you better tell the world how foolish you are. Because parking lot for Iranian Air Force planes is Pakistan. Parking lot for American Air Force planes is Pakistan. And this is the same country that goes to him and says, see, Mr. Trump, look into my briefcase. I'm going to get you rare earth minerals. And Donald Trump goes slurp, 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 slurp. Starts smacking his lips at the prospect of making a little bit more money, which is all that Donald Trump wants to do. He wants to be Mr. Moneybags for the American government. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, never forget, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll show you a clip soon, this double-crossing country is also the same country that not far from Rawalpindi in Abbottabad gave 5-star treatment to Osama bin Laden and told him, don't worry, you and your entire family will be happy right next to a Pakistani army cantonment. And the Americans at that point of time never realized that Musharraf was lying when he said this. Musharraf was lying when he said this. Listen to this.
Mr. President, do you believe bin Laden is in the northwest frontier? And if so, after 9 years, why is he still on the loose?
My guess will be as bad as your guess. I don't know. And that's the honest fact. And I never knew in those 8 years.
I never knew where Osama bin Laden was while he was sending, ladies and gentlemen, truckloads of biryani into his house. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make a comment about the Pakistanis. They are really slimy. They also try to walk up, go step to step with the Chinese, land up at Chinese army parades, right next to Kim Jong-un to prove their loyalty to China. The Chinese know they are cheats. Ladies and gentlemen, they offer bases to America and rare earths to Donald Trump. Then they want to do crypto deals with Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law, and the crypto boys because they know Donald Trump can easily be bribed. Easily be bribed. He's eminently bribable, ladies and gentlemen. And now, once again, therefore, look at the picture of the Iranian Air Force plane on Pakistani soil during the war. And I want to tell you, if anyone's watching this in the US, don't presume Donald Trump doesn't know. Don't presume Donald Trump has not cheated the American people. How can Donald Trump not know? Maybe Donald Trump has done one big drama. Maybe he knows that the Iranians have parked their planes in Rawalpindi. I suspect he knows. But of course, his family has been given a little bit of crypto money. So he's going to remain quiet. So when Lindsey Graham now starts putting out tweets, see what is going on between these two people. Can you listen? They've got a secret deal going. Shehbaz Sharif is essentially telling Donald Trump, I'm going to play on all sides. And Donald Trump, I think, is saying, play all sides as long as you keep paying me. Ladies and gentlemen, could the White House have double-crossed the people of America? And Lindsey Graham now says, I'm shocked. We must reevaluate the role Pakistan is playing as mediator between Iran and the United States. No, Mr. Graham, don't lie. You knew about it because your boss, Donald Trump, knows about it. Is the CIA so absolutely incompetent that it does not know that Iranian Air Force planes are on Rawalpindi? Absolutely. I refuse to believe that. I truly have begun to believe that there is a group of Americans who are not being honest with their own people while remaining in power. And I believe if Pakistan has double-crossed America, is it possible that somebody in the American establishment, maybe Donald Trump himself, has double-crossed America? Who knows? Who knows? In case that's not true, then Donald Trump gather a spine, stand up straight, and tell the Pakistanis off in a way they deserve to be told. If you don't do that, the suspicion is on you, Donald Trump, on you. Let's debate.
Trump calls Asim Munir a great general.
Prime Minister Sharif of Pakistan, and also I have to say my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here, but there you go. Thank you very much.
He has in fact called him a great friend, but the reality is far from that. Mediator or double agent? With Pakistan, one can never tell. The US has proven that Islamabad is far from a neutral mediator. Pakistan harbored Iranian military assets, offering their airbase as a parking spot. This included military aircraft, intelligence-gathering planes, and various defense assets. US Senator Lindsey Graham has alleged that Pakistan shielded Iranian military assets during West Asia conflict, including their military aircraft, their surveillance and intelligence aircraft. Now, this puts pressure on Pakistan, that has denied these allegations and continues to front itself as a neutral mediator between the warring sides. This is not the first time that Pakistan's neutrality is under scrutiny. Israel, one of the warring sides, questioned Pakistan's objectivity. 2 failed rounds of truce talks, each mediated by Islamabad, and now proof of its double agent foul play.
Want these Pakistanis to do something which they can't, we can never expect Pakistanis to be honest. They are cheats, double crosses. I actually feel bad for the Americans because they've been cheated by Donald Trump, who obviously knew about this General Bakshi. the CIA, Donald Trump, Americans knew about this general. How can Donald Trump not know that Iranian planes are parked right next to American planes in Noor Khan Air Base? The American army, the military, the CIA knew. The American people, Matthew, Sierra, have been cheated by their own government.